We Live in Time. As within a review, this may contain spoilers. I like the movie. It has an old school romantic comedy vibe that you don't see as much anymore. It's not that they're not made, it's more that the vibe is different. The story follows Almut, played by Florence Pugh, and Tobias, played by Andrew Garfield. They meet in a very unexpected way. The film follows their love story over the course of a decade. We see the ups and downs of their relationship, along with starting a family and going through tragedy. Florence Pugh is great. She, along with Saoirse Ronan, are two of my favorite actresses at this time. Florence in this role gives an understated yet powerful performance. She has the ability to understand when to amp up the acting and when to slow it down. Not sure how else to explain it. Andrew Garfield, however, as much as I enjoy him as an actor, played the character too much in the feelings, if that makes sense. In almost every scene, he seemed as though he was teary-eyed. The theme of the story is an emotional one that calls for that type of emotion, but it felt to me that the character was always in that state of emotion that it caused me to hyper fixate on it. I'm not saying he's bad in this role, but it wasn't my favorite of his. There's one scene in the film that stood out, and that scene, it made the audience I was in get invested and in a sense participate. That scene was the birth scene. It was great. I don't want to give too much detail. Obviously she gives birth, but it's what happens while giving birth that makes the scene so special. One thing I found interesting is how the filmmakers told the story. I mentioned that the story spans a decade in their relationship. The way the narrative of the story is told is non-linear, meaning that it jumps around to different time periods in the characters' lives. The filmmakers did a great job in the execution, and those time jumps never got confusing or annoying. Initially, I didn't have any plans to watch this film. The trailer did nothing for me, and honestly, if there were other movies that interested me more on opening weekend, this would have been last on the list or even skipped entirely. That being said, I'm glad I gave it a chance and watched it. Overall, the movie is a good old-fashioned romantic comedy, and it may be worth watching. If you stuck around this long, why not give the video a like? Try it out, see if it works, subscribe, check out my other videos, leave a comment, let me know what you think of the film. See you in the next review.